Hi, gun people. Mookie Cap's helping me explain these little things. So, I was running around doing something at this metal shop, and I saw they had like a flag or a Texas thing, and they cut out of these sheets of metal. They just get these big sheets and they cut things, and I go, hey, what do you charge me to cut one a 3%er? And he goes, oh, setup fee, I gotta draw the stars, I gotta blah blah blah. Gave me all these excuses, and finally it came out to get him to set up for the round one and the square one. It was 80 bucks. So I said, okay, give me a couple, let me see how it turned out. I said, great. I said, how much if I just bought a whole sheet? Now the first two I did, I think, was in 14 gauge or 12 gauge. These are 14 gauge, and that may mean as much to you as it does to me. One's thicker than the other, so one's heavier than the other. But I mean, this is the thin one, and it's hard. I mean, it ain't bending. So Mookie decided to leave. You can tell where I've been painting them. So they would probably make a pretty easy kind of tagging. If you can tell where I painted one over here. I just laid the red one I just laid it down and painted it, and I wasn't, you know, I was like, oh shit, that came out pretty good, not even try. Now I did one in blue. Run my ass up here because it's still drying. I don't even know if it's still wet. I just said, I'll do it in front since it's going to leave that little thing. Now, so I kind of painted this one a little more. And that's how it came out. So, and this is still wet because I just got my finger on it a little bit. But so for stenciling, looks pretty easy. So what I'm going to do, when I did my giveaway before, it was a pain in the butt because I couldn't read and people didn't write it right, and it was all kind of issues. So here's what it's going to be, and I don't know how much for the whole sheet. He charged me 320 bucks, and out of a sheet you get, I think, 31 or 32. And I have him give me half zeros and half square. So it doesn't matter if you're doing a whole sheet. The round ones are lighter than the square ones. So I went to the post office and they gave me a little box that these fit in. It's a pretty big box, but it holds it. And flat rate shipping is $13.85, 75 something, 14 bucks for shipping. So I'm thinking, I don't know how much I have in these, and I'm not trying to make money on them. If somebody, I'm going to actually, in the description, I'm going to put where I ordered them with the phone number. And I talked to the guy there, and I said, hey, if some of my viewers want to call and order one, will you make it and ship it? He goes, yeah, we'll do that. Now, I don't know what they're going to charge you for shipping. You know what my shipping is. Flat rate box is 14 bucks. If I can fit it in a flat rate envelope, it's only like 8 bucks. But I'd have to put some really heavy duty tape around it so it wouldn't cut or put through the box. I slide it in there, I can wrap it a little bit, and it's 14 bucks flat rate. So if somebody wants to do the math, because I didn't, 80 bucks for the setup, 320 for a sheet, you know, I got 30, whatever. I'm figuring they're around, I don't know, 12, 15 bucks each or whatever. So if you want one, you need to send me in an envelope a sticker. If you screw it up, I'm just keeping your money because you're a dummy. So pay attention. And like I said, I'm putting where I got them. If you want to call them, knock yourself out. And if he tries to rip you off and charge you like 30 or 40 bucks for one of these, because he's like, well, I only got to cut one, and if I cut a sheep, it's easier, blah, 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 then you know what? If you want to order enough of these or want to get enough, I can put 5 or 10 of these in that box. It doesn't matter. I could probably put 20 in a box. I could probably get you a whole sheet in a box. And he charges me $3.20 for a sheet. And if you wanted to, and again, I painted this one blue, painted that one red. I didn't paint these. All these on the back look like that. All I did is grab a can of spray paint. So that was a blue. This one I did red, white, and blue, and I just put a little line. I didn't try to get, it didn't take me long. This one I just did overspray. I painted it white in the middle, then after it dried, I painted the red and the blue on the sides. And I did the same thing to that little round one. And this one I did with a paintbrush, if you want the paint strokes. So whatever, you can do what you want. If you want to request one of these, I don't care. I don't know what that. If these don't really go, I'm thinking of going to the stinking gun store and just sitting in a parking lot and say 20 bucks each. And I'm thinking somebody will buy them, but we'll see. again, I think you could do a lot of crafty things with these if you wanted to. Hanging on a wall, you could make a stencil, you could frame it, set it off, you could do some welding with it and tack weld it somewhere. It's solid. You can make a dinner bell out of it. You can hang it on a swing so it swings with chains and weld. The stencil is already done. I've paid the setup fee. If you want to call the guy and order from him, knock yourself out. If you want to send me a sticker, and when I say sticker, I mean something that all I got to do is peel off your address and put in the box. Okay, I'll just stick it to the top of the box. So if you send me some cheap crap that doesn't stick and your address falls off, don't be crying that I stole your money and blah, 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 blah. Don't be sending me no damn checks. Put the money in an envelope. Take your chances. It's a risk. And with a self-addressed sticker, and I will stick it on there. And hell, if it's 15 bucks to ship it and 15 bucks each, 25, 30 bucks. If you can't afford 30, then send 25. And if you really want one, and you've been one of my loyal viewers, then write me a letter with a self-addressed sticker. Tell me why you can't afford it. Tell me why you're a loyal viewer, and maybe I'll spring and send you one for free. You just never know. Shit. I might be in a good mood. Then again, I might just throw your shit away. So anyway, here's, like I said, been working on these and trying to get them out. I like them. If you want one, great. If you don't, well, that's cool. And if you want to call and have them make something that you want, all you gotta do is send them a picture. They'll do a setup, and if you buy them by the sheet, it's cheaper. Like I said, I think these are 14 gauge. The first one was 12. It was really heavy and thicker. I don't know what the lowest gauge you can buy, but it gets cheaper because it's thinner and it gets lighter. And they just put the program in and then they laser cut it. And I mean, I got it like, shit, I ordered it 2 days later. They're like, all right, come pick up your things. So pretty good little shop. It's in Muenster, Texas. And again, check the description. I'll put the address, their phone number, and all their contact info. But again, if he starts saying, well, it's 40 bucks and then 20 bucks shipping, then you're getting ripped off. But if you don't care, I don't care. Pay the guy. I mean, like I said, I ain't getting nothing for sending you to him. But if you want a few, or you want gifts, or you want to buy a lot, if I get 5 or 6 people that want 5 or 10, then I'll go have them cut a sheet or two, and I'll do all the legwork and do all that shit, and I'll put 5 or 10 in one of those flat rate boxes, and it'll save you some money. All right. Well, in that there, again, 3%er. A lot of people ask me, how do you join? And how, look, 3%er is a mindset. It's how you are. Oath keepers, whatever, patriots, Minutemen, people who are ready to defend this country. You don't have to belong to anything to do it. Basically, this tells other people, other 3%ers, that, hey, shit, it's a fan. You know what side I stand. And if I know another 3%er that needs help, like if he's, I don't know, if he stole a piece of gum and he needs a ride, I'll let him jump in a car and hide in a truck and drive him away. Whatever. I'm just telling you, this is, it's, you know, I've got a little thing that what I think 3%er is on my website, thinklikeacop.org. So if you want to go there and read it, everybody has their own opinion. They got all kind of groups that claim they're the ones, they're the one. We got to vet you, follow our rules, blah, 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 blah. Look, I ain't into all that. I'm a 3%er because I took the oath, I served my country, and I think we're losing our country. And just like the Minutemen and the Sons of Liberty stood up for this country, and they were ready when the time came, hey, that's what that means to me. All right? Well, then that there, hope everybody's have a good new year.